nerds, what's up? Today's video is going to be my haul and my June TBR, so let's get right on into this. I will say that make sure to go and check out my May wrap-up if you haven't already, because I give you kind of a big life update in that one. There's a lot of stuff that happened in May, all good things, and so I really would love if you went and checked that out first for all of that information and what I read, of course. I just wanted to plug that a little bit, and let's get right on into this. So I'm going to start with my haul. I actually only have 3 books to show you, all of which were sent to me from different places. So the first one I have is We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix, and this was sent to me unsolicited by Penguin. And this book is a thriller novel about a rock star. Chris Pulaski wakes up in hell. In the 1990s, she was lead guitarist of Dirt Work, a heavy metal band on the brink of breakout success, until the lead singer embarked on a solo career and rocketed stardom, leaving his bandmates to rot in obscurity. And it's kind of basically about how the lead singer, I'm pretty sure, sold his soul in order to get success. This is the same author as Horror Store. I haven't read it. Interesting. The cover is interesting, really, because there's a lot of like fun little stuff in here. Like it says issue 666, like that's a little nice caveat, stuff like that. The next book that I got was sent to me by the author, and it's The Gatekeeper's Sons by Eva Poehler. This is a Greek mythology retelling. 15-year-old Therese watches her parents die. While in a coma, she meets the twin sons of Hades, Hypnos, the god of sleep, and Thanatos, the god of death. She thinks she's manipulating a dream, not kissing the god of death and totally rocking his world. Than makes a deal with Hades and goes as a mortal to the upper world to try and win Therese's heart. But not all the gods are happy. Some give her gifts, others try to kill her. Greek mythology. Apparently I'm on a roll because I'm also currently in the middle of Circe, which is another Greek retelling. So we're just living in the Greek world. I do really love Greek mythology. When I was in high school, I took a few different classes that allowed us to choose Greek mythology as like the topic for different papers, and I wrote about Greek mythology anytime that it was an option. So I did used to know a lot about Greek mythology. I was also obsessed with the Percy Jackson series years and years ago, but my knowledge has leaked out of my brain and I don't remember a whole lot, so like this book is kind of rough for me reading right now, but I'm really excited to read this, but I have a feeling I might be a rough time too because I don't remember a lot. This book was also sent to me by Penguin, and it is Someday We Will Fly by Rachel DeWaskin, and this was also sent unsolicited. I also got this book from Penguin Random House, but I'm pretty sure that I showed this in my May haul, so I'm not going to talk about it too much here, but I do also have this. So thank you very much to Penguin and to Eva Poehler for sending me those books. Moving on, I didn't buy any books this month, guys. Me and Matt, we got married at the beginning of the month, as I've said like in every video ever. We're now on a very strict budget, trying to get rid of debt and also trying to save for a house. So my hauls are going to be sparse in the coming months. But let's get into my TBR for the month. So firstly, I have Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas. This is the sequel to Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, and me and Brittni from Brittni's Book Find are doing the TOG read-along for all of these books throughout the next like months until the end of the year, basically. The live show for Crown of Midnight is going to be on Brittni's channel, which is always linked down below. This follows Selena Sardathian, the first book, in case you haven't heard of it yet. Selena Sardathian is an assassin who was captured before the start of the book, and she is in an enslavement camp, and then the Prince of Arlen comes and takes her out in exchange for playing the king's game. And if you win the game, then you get to be the king's assassin for 4 years, and then you win your freedom once you've done that service and once you've won the tournament. So that's where the story really starts. However, I will say that this whole series, the story completely changes throughout this novel, and it goes from being a very simple plotline to a very complicated, like Game of Thrones style, but with fae political fantasy, and I really enjoy it, and I'm really excited for this book. Next book I still need to get to is Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, our live show for the DOSAB read-along, which is hosted by myself, Catriona from Little Book Out, and Red from Little Red Reader. The live show for this is going to be on my channel, and I haven't read it yet, so I definitely need to read this soon. Also have been doing book diaries for this series, so I'll link as well, and they're all spoilery full because I go through my annotations for all of the books in those, and I'm planning on doing the same thing for this. This is the 3rd book in a series. Laini Taylor, the series is amazing. The series starts with a girl named Karu who is a totally normal girl living in Prague, except for the fact that her hair comes out blue from her head and her guardians are beasts that have like different animal aspects all woven together, called Chimera. She doesn't really know why the guardians are different than regular people, but she knows that there's something along the lines of, and she has to collect teeth for her guardian, and she doesn't really know why that's the case either. There's like a big war that happens throughout the series. It's very political, very like anarchy and tyrant and stuff like that. So really, really good. I'm really excited to read this. I also need to read the novellas for this book, which is The Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor. That is our June book of the month, and it's our last one for DOSAB, and that live show will be the second week of July on Catriona's channel to finish it off, and I'm just really excited to read those too because they follow our like second in command character, our second tier character, Zuzana, who is the best character in the entire series probably because she's funny and cute and adorable and also fierce. Yeah, next book I am planning on picking up on audio because it just came in from the library, which is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz. I was sent this book unsolicited by Penguin Random House, but I am really excited to get to this, so I finally got it on audiobook and I will be listening to this next. And the cover is really pretty. It has deckled edges and I got a princess crown with it. I don't know anything about this plot. Basically, there's two main characters who are caught up in a conspiracy that is what caused the four queens to die, and so they're being blamed, and it's about that. So sounds like a kind of a mystery fantasy story, and I'm into that. The next book that I have on my TBR for June is something that I was supposed to read last month. This is probably the one that I might hold off until July because I would really like to read some queer books for June because it's Pride Month and this one isn't queer, and a lot of the books that I have to read aren't queer. But this book is The Hierophant's Daughter by M.F. Sullivan, and this is like a futuristic dystopian where like clones are being made into soldiers who are cannibals. I'm very interested in reading this, and I do need to make a review for it because it was sent to me in exchange for an honest review, but I might hold it off until July. It did come out on May 19th, so I need to get to it as soon as I can. Like I said, might hold it off until July though. Also, really want to read this month Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston because everybody and their mother is talking about this book. It's queer. It's a like alternate reality that a woman won the 2016 presidential election in America, but her son is, I believe, bisexual and has a relationship with the Prince of England. I'm so into the plot, and I've heard that it's amazing, so I really want to read this. I'm not gonna do a TBR jar pick or a Goodreads pick, but would you please leave in the comments down below some queer recommendations. I don't care what the rep is as long as it's good. Any sort of queer rep would be great. And yeah, I will try to pick some from there to join in once I get through the books that I have to read this month because I really want to read some queer books for June since it's Pride. I also even did my bullet journal has a rainbow. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Like I said, make sure to comment down below some queer recommendations for me to read this month once I get through the books I have to read. And I make videos every Thursday and Saturday, so I'll see you guys very soon with a new one. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!